This is HipHop-Album-Debate. Let's get the conversation going, ain't no time to waste. Yeah, the podcast that I know you've been wanting. They talking real hip-hop, got everybody talking, let's go. Yeah, keep it 100 and stay true. Hosted by my homie Q, tune in and come through. Yeah, this be the spot, the number one place all day. This is HipHop-Album-Debate, let's go. Hey, yeah.
Here we go. Welcome to HipHop-Album-Debate, the podcast. This is Q, and I'm alongside my co-host. What's up, fellas? Tony Sweets and Quea. What's happening?
What's going on?
Good, my man?
Man, I'm just cool. That's what's up, man. Hey, so this is episode 2, and so this episode we're gonna talk about Nelly's Nellyville album. I'm sorry, Nelly's Nellyville album. All right, so this was his second album. This was released in 2002, and this was the follow-up to Country Grammar. And so the debate is, was it a classic album? Was it dope? Was it just regular? Or was it garbage? So who want to go first?
I go first.
Yeah. All right, go ahead then.
Okay, first of all, what y'all define as a classic?
That's a great question.
Yeah, let's put that out there first.
Okay. Well, this I'm glad you mentioned that. One of them is innovation, and
standing the test of time. Or we're gonna say that one.
Well,
that's what
that's touchy, man.
They always try to say.
But you know what? Some, in my opinion, some albums, some classic albums age better than others. Y'all agree or not? I think so.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah, I think some just age better because I mean, like you look at 3-6 stuff, man. They stuff, a lot of their music aged well because these new cats are still sampling, they still reusing it. You know what I'm saying? But
they still relevant in some the younger kids circle.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, you know, I think it can still be a classic and not age well, you know. And then but I just think if the whole album sounds dated, then I don't know. I think that would be a tough call. But you know, like I'll just say Nellyville. You look at some of the production, I mean, I just say Hot in Here. That was a dope song. I don't think it aged well. I mean, like, what I mean by that, if they were to re-release that song today, like if that song was released today, you know, as a new song, would it be hot? Probably wouldn't.
Not a flop.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think it would. I think it would flop. But what about Pimp Juice? I think that would go hard.
Pimp Juice would be a hit.
It would be a hit. I think. You know what I'm saying? If that song were released again, I think that would be a hit. That
and Air Force One.
Yeah, Air Force One.
Yeah.
That'll still hit. And see, they brought back that Hot in Here, you know, old girl. There was a young lady that remixed it and sampled it. And that's all you got to do. They made a TikTok dance out of it. You know, they had a TikTok dance out of it, and you know they used it for that, and so it kind of still can be sampled today and still do good. And brought him back and brought a lot of relevance back to his name, get him some more spins on it, whatever. But when you look at it, this album here, you can go by the stats: 6-time platinum album. You got 5 singles that off that album that did good. Hot in Here, Dilemma with Kelly Rowland, Air Force Ones. I'm not the biggest Work It fan, like you stated, Pimp Juice. So there's 5 songs off the album that hit, you know. You got your classic album that got, you know, the actual big time producers on it. For instance, you know, Just Blaze And see, they put Just Blaze on here with that Rock the Mic remix, which everybody back then was putting on the album. If you was on the song, you put it on your album.
Right.
But it was actually Benny Siegel and Freeway and them songs. They just remixed.
Mm-hmm. Was that on state property or who?
It's state property, yeah.
State property, yo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they all of them actually put it back on their albums after they was on the remix. So, and that's the only thing they got Just Blaze on this album. So it's really, he wasn't really on the album at all, just that one song, but it wasn't even for the album. You know, they got Trap Boys, and then they got that, you know, the Neptune did Hot in Here. Mm-hmm. And so for it to have those 5 singles off of it to do good, and you know, you only got Pharrell on one of them and Just Blaze on the remix that didn't even include it in the top 5 singles off the album. So, you know, it gave a lot of unknown producers, you know, a good chance to put their name out there too. And a lot of people wasn't really expecting or they wasn't really high on him after coming off his first album, because they was like, you know, that second album, the Sophomore Jinx, like Country Grammar did so good. It was so hot. It was like, you know, there's no way. He took 2 years off too from Country Grammar to this album. It was like, you know, they wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. So, you know, for it to still come back, it just hit 6-time platinum in 2011. And so for it to come up and be 6-time platinum, you know, that says a lot about it.
Yeah.
Hey Tony, I think Pharrell did that Pimp Juice too, or he was just on that song.
I think he just did. He just was on the song. I don't think he produced Pimp Juice. It was somebody else did that one.
I wonder who did that beat, man.
Let's see then, because hey, it went hard, man. That Pimp Juice.
Hard. But I know when I went back and listened to it, I heard Pharrell on the song. I'm like, damn, did he produce this?
Some dude named J.E.
Okay.
J.E. He did Pimp Juice, and they don't even got Pharrell listed on the doggone
credits
vocals on it.
Man, go back and listen to it. Pharrell on there.
Yeah,
I didn't even know it till I listened to it. Till I went back and listened to it.
Shit, but they must have paid him not to put his name on there, because hey, for real, I think that's a part of the deal. If I say this beat, you gotta let me do the hook. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. One song that didn't even make the top 5 that I thought was hot. That number 1. Number one.
Yeah. Oh, that didn't make the top 5.
It didn't make the top 5, but then like back then, everybody was coming out in that song, like for basketball games and stuff.
Yeah, sports. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
It didn't even make the top 5 on the album.
Man, hey, that was a banger, man.
It was.
That was a banger. That's another song aged well. You can re-release that song. That would go hard.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let's say somebody win a championship or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can blow that song back up.
That's it. And it'll still be relevant. And you know, it doesn't sound dated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that one go hard, man. Yeah, I think, man, Nelly, if you listen to his lyrics, man, dude can rap, man.
Nelly highly underrated.
Right. I think so. I think it's that melodic flow, that melodic flow that he has. You know, I think sometimes people overlook those bars he was spitting, because I mean, if you listen to every song on there, man, I mean, he wasn't slacking. He didn't slack on any song in terms of rapping ability. But again, it's just that melodic flow that he has. You know, sometimes, you know, I guess depending on who you ask, they may not view him as, you know, a lyricist, which I wouldn't say that he's a lyricist, but he's a good rapper. He's definitely a good rapper. And I mean, he was talking that shit now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Quartez, since we on the subject, man, do we credit Nelly with originating the melodic flow, or who we get that credit to, man?
The first person I heard have a melodic flow now. The first person was Kilo. Kilo,
okay.
you know.
Now that was before Bone.
That was before Bone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, Kilo, he came out back in, man, what, 90, 91? Might have been before that. Now, anybody that's listening from Atlanta now, y'all, if I'm wrong, forgive me now.
They gonna eat you up.
yeah. You know, Kilo he from the west side of Atlanta. He from Bankhead. That's where that come from. This my pinky, this my thumb. Okay. Bankhead bounds, don't get coned. That's Kilo.
Oh, that was Kilo?
Yeah. So he was the first.
The Kilo to all in your mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That Organized Bass album. But yeah, so it was Kilo first, then it was Bone second for me. Then it was Nelly.
So he came before Bone.
Yeah, it was Bone. Kilo came. Well, I heard Kilo first. Because he had a song out back in the day. My cousins used to play. I forgot the name of it, but it goes like this. You hear what I hear, that boom. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kilo.
That be booming down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's Kilo.
Damn, I didn't know that was Kilo, man.
Yeah, that was Kilo. And he had that melodic flow. You know what I'm saying? That, and he had a song called White Girl when he was talking about that it was cocaine, you know, that white girl.
Yeah.
But so Kilo was the first one with that melodic flow. But then it was Bone. But you know what, man? One thing that I admire about Nelly, okay, so St. Louis is considered the Midwest. Cleveland is the Midwest. So they both got that melodic flow, but it's different. They don't sound alike. You know what I'm saying? And Nelly.
But see, that's how it was back then, though, man. You had to be original.
Right. You had right. And he was, because like what we were talking about earlier, you know, before we started the show, me and Quea, man, St. Louis is a wild city. I don't know if you ever been, Tony, but yeah, St. Louis, man, yeah, that's a wild city, man. They get busy in St. Louis, and Nelly could have played that tough guy role, you know, but
he did though, Quartez.
I mean,
because you know, Country Grammar, the title track from his first album was, you know, they turned it into like the nursery rhyme, you know, boom boom.
Yeah, Nelly did a whole drive-by. Yeah, Nelly did a whole drive-by.
It's a drive-by song.
Shot a nigga and smoked a blunt. Let's go back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I get that, but I'm just saying, like, well, I guess I'm speaking in terms of this album. Like, he could have kept that. He could have kept that going. Because if you think about it, like, I ain't trying to throw P on the bus, not to say Master P did this, but we all can recall Master P saying, "Hey, I'm from New Orleans, the murder capital of the world." You know, he said that a lot in his song. And
Ice Cream Man.
Right? Yeah. So I'm not taking it as, you know, P was bragging, but you know, at the same time, he kind of boasting about, look where I come from. I come from one of the toughest cities in the world. Nelly could have rolled that all the way out, man. I'm from St. Louis, because if I'm not mistaken, now I think St. Louis was considered the murder capital of the world at one point. If not, they was definitely in the top 3 per capita. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he could have rolled that all the way out. And you know, all the way up into Nellyville, but I mean, I thought he was real creative. I thought it was a well put together album. I thought it was balanced. And then you look at like Dilemma, man. Go to YouTube. That video got over 1 billion views. Yeah, over 1 billion.
And I know
Patti LaBelle and everybody was in it.
Right, right. Because that's the song they sampled. That was a Patti LaBelle sample. Yep, that Kelly was singing. So I thought it was a classic. I mean, it's some songs on there that age well, and then it's some didn't. You know, like The Gang.
That's a fact.
I don't think it aged well. You know. But
yeah, it's a lot on my skip, man. I couldn't sit through the whole song when I went back.
Nah,
It's a couple of them, yeah. Still.
I couldn't listen to country song.
Oh no.
Him and Tim McGraw. I said, no, bro. No, bro.
You say you good on that
some
one.
skippables on that, man.
Right, because I think he's still trying to do country music.
Oh, Nelly?
Yeah, he's still trying to do country music.
Man, I think Nelly is trying to put out a whole country album at one time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, you can't blame him, man.
He be on the country music awards and everything, man.
Hey, country folks ain't gonna bootleg shit, man. They
no. They gonna buy it with a cowboy hat on.
Nelly had some scandal went down that fucked him up with that country shit though. A couple years ago.
Yeah. I had a little situation with a young lady.
Yeah. He out that circle now. They cancel.
Let's see
what to answer the question though, man, I believe it was a classic too, man.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. So this is what I look at as a classic. I got 10 things I look at. Innovation in sound, that's one. Influence the sound, which he did. I mean, he didn't invent it per se because you had other people, but just his style. I mean, hell, Flow Rider came in sounding just like Nelly.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that the apple bottom jeans, I thought that was Nelly when I first heard it.
Hey, that's supposed to be Nelly though. T-Pain wrote that for Nelly.
Oh, okay.
And Nelly passed on it, and that ended up blowing Flow Rider up.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even know that till recently.
That would have been another hit for him.
Right.
So, all right, we go to B Jizzle, man. She checked back in, man. This week. Let's see what she got to say about that. Nellyville.
What up, though, Q? It's your girl, Jizzle. Nellyville, hands down, a classic. This was the album that pretty much is transitioning him over to the pop genre. It was a nice, I guess, rebound from Country Grammar. I'm not going to necessarily say rebound, but it was a nice part two, so to speak, because Country Grammar was really good. Nellyville was even better. Okay. Now, basically, Nellyville was basically a story of his sudden fame, his attachment to home, and the fantasy of him taking over the world. Now, you have anthems like Pimp Juice, which still rides. Air Force Ones made you want to buy a pair. Matter of fact, when I first started working at Hibbett, that was the first pair of sneakers that I bought. You got Work It, you got Hot in Here, Number One, Splurge. Can't forget Dilemma, which was everybody's love song. And then there was that diss, Rock the Mic, against KRS-One. Now that one, I think he should have done a little bit better. So I was going back and forth on what I was going to say, but yeah, I'm definitely going to lock in and say that this is definitely a classic. The younger me definitely would have said it's dope. An older me, a mature me, definitely saying classic.
Which I got to say,
man.
Good.
Talking about.
That
young lady know what she's talking about.
She is good, bro.
She is great.
She wrote all that shit down.
Hey,
yeah, she hit all. Yeah. She checked all
points and everything, man. She good. Yeah. She right though. This was his crossover album, and it goes back to what you were talking about, Quartez, because he couldn't go street. Somebody got in his ear and told him, all right, we need to do something that everybody can listen to, everybody can play. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why he branched out and went more pop on this album.
Right. Yeah. And at the end of the day, man, you have those rappers. He sold out. But this is the same culture that we rap about money, how much money I got, how much this I got, how much that I got. So my opinion, I don't see how can you get mad at a rapper if he, decides to make more radio friendly songs to get the bag. If that's what we rapping about, you know what I'm saying? We rapping about how much money we got. Well,
that's supposed to be the goal.
Hey,
what we were talking about earlier, Quartez.
What's that?
Man, we backwards, man.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's right.
Yeah.
We so backwards, man. But we'll rather get mad at somebody for making more radio friendly songs. We want them to make more street songs to get them or us and us locked up if we do it, if we do what they say what they rapping about, it's man, that shit backwards. But anyway, man, if y'all got anything to say, we'll move on to the next one, to the next comment.
Let's go on to the next one.
Let's go to the next one for us. Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, big homie, Big A. For the record, this the white boy, Big A. Hey, Big A, we love you, both of you, but it's two Big A's back home. Is the Big A? Hey, what's Big homie? What's Big A real? Adrian, ain't it?
Adrian, yeah.
Adrian Russell.
Adrian Russell, yeah. Hey, shout out to the big homie.
Big A.
Shout out to the big homie. Yeah. the black Big A, if you hear this, we want to hear from you too. Hey, but this the white Big A. So anybody get a misunderstanding, this the white Big A from 256. We love you too. This the homie right here, man. So yeah, let's hear what he got to say.
Bro, this is Big A from Sly Town calling back in here. I've definitely got to go with this album is dope. It was 14th best-selling rap album of all time. At least 5 singles that are awesome. He might come off a little bit commercial, and yeah, I get it, but he put Missouri on the map. He put rap on the map. There is a whole generation of people that are interested in hip hop and rap because of Nelly. So his first 2 albums, awesome. We ain't gonna talk about anything after that.
Yeah, that man know what he talking about.
Boy, hey.
I can't name a Nelly album after that one.
Right. Hey, I caught the Holy Ghost when he said we ain't gonna talk about nothing else after the first 2.
Yeah, man, preaching.
Right. Yeah. Man, I'm finna sow a seed. I'm finna sow a seed in your church, man. What's the address? What's the address?
I got to go to Google to start name.
Hey, shout out to Big A. We love you, man. We appreciate you.
I love you, Big A, man. Shout out to Big A.
Yeah, that's
damn, my bad, Nelly, but that man, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I mean, he had a few songs after that, but no complete albums. He had to drop down to get your ego on.
Yeah, which was on Sweatsuit.
Right. Yep. The double album, right?
Double album, Sweat, and then another album called Suit.
Hey, what they used to do in them womp womp. Name a song off that album, man.
Shit. Hey.
Right, there you go.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to have to go pay some bills. We got to go to commercial breaks.
Right. And then if you hit it, that Quea 3 stacks.
Hey,
you hit it there.
We love you, man. We love you, baby. It's all love.
We love you, man.
Hey, wait a minute now. What about Grills?
What album was that on though?
Oh.
No, that was another song.
It was? I thought that was
Oh no, that was Murphy and Ali and Big Gip or somebody.
Man, that could have been Paul Wall's song, man.
Nah, that was Big Gip and Ali. Remember they put that album out?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's whose song that was.
I like the Nelly verse on there now. I like that. What he say? My big mama hated, but my little mama love it. He was talking that shit.
Nah,
but hands down, the best verse, in my opinion, Paul Wall.
Yeah, Paul Wall killed it.
Hey,
and fellas, that was on Sweatsuit.
Was it?
No.
Let me tell you what he did. In 2004, he put out a Sweat album, then he put out a Suit album. In 2005, he said these didn't hit. Let me put them together. Then he made an album in 2005 called Sweatsuit All Together. It got 17, so it got grills on it. It got 17 songs on it.
Well, that originally wasn't his song, but we'll take it.
Sure do. It got Flap Your Wings and everything on it.
What is that? Just asking, Nelly. I'm sorry, man. We love you.
Nasty Girl with Jagged Edge and them and P. Diddy.
Wow. Okay.
Oh Lord, see that way it went wrong. Yeah, Puff, I love you. Hey, but look.
Then he had that song with Jaheim. My Place, Come On and Go With Me. Come on over to my place. The Teddy
That was Nelly's
Pendergrass
song?
flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Jaheim. They
Forgettable.
did the flip.
All right, this is the whole girl from West Side of St. Paul. She shows her love again too. Let's see what she got to say.
So Marty here. I revisited Nellyville because I haven't heard it pretty much since it came out. And I've never really been a huge Nelly fan. So I gave it a good listen, gave it a fair shake. And honestly, for me, it's just another regular album. The high points about it is it'll bring back a lot of nostalgia for you. It'll bring back a lot of good memories. It'll probably bring back that one night at the club that you probably wanted to forget. But none of the tracks to me stood out like the classics, like 36 Chambers, like Doggy Style, like these epic albums that you can quote for days and days on end, and they still hold true 20, 30 years later. This, on the other hand, for me was more of just oh yeah, I remember this, and this is pretty tight, and he's got a good flow to him, and that's about it for me. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Well,
Hey, now that go back to my first question. Now, standing the test of time, Nelly just not gonna do that.
That's not fair, man. You can't compare Nellyville, the Doggy Style, and all these other like classic.
I can go back and listen to Doggy Style today.
Right. It could be a classic, but not be a Doggy Style classic, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Was this the world classic, or was this just Nelly classic?
No,
y'all get what I'm saying.
I say a world classic.
I say a world classic, man.
Yeah,
it had an impact, man. Any album that has an impact like that, man, I consider that a classic, man.
It did have an impact.
Yeah,
it had an impact, man.
Yeah.
Now, because I remember putting band-aids on my eye when shit wrong with my eye.
But you stupid with a headband on, boy.
Right.
With the do-rag under the headband.
Yeah.
With the size 9 fitted on top of all that. So yeah.
Turn to the back, man. Boy, we
the back.
Stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I give me classic back.
Hey, Nelly. Hey, what Jay-Z said? What he say?
Oh man, I was about
the truth is us.
Only niggas doing numbers. Pimp Juice and
us. Hey, Jigga co-sign.
Okay, he got the Jay-Z co-sign. Yeah. So
he doing something.
Yeah.
He doing something.
If he think you worth mentioning,
right?
And that was also a song off of that. Okay, I get it.
So
makes sense.
Hey, I'm just saying, but again, you look at again, Doggy Style. Well, we'll just say, okay. I use the two examples she gave, like 36 Chambers. I can't really listen to it now. I mean, I respect it. I like Wu-Tang now, don't get me wrong. We were just talking about that.
Oh, that's your album that was?
36 Chambers, yeah.
You say you can't listen to it now, Quartez?
Well, if I had to choose between Doggy Style, I'm talking about riding out too. It's gonna be Doggy Style. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that may come from my dad was a big fan of funk music. George Clinton and Cameo and Bootsy Collins. And so we all know Dr. Dre, P-Funk, right? Then you got G-Funk. And that's where G-Funk comes from. It comes from P-Funk, Parliament Funkadelic. So I guess it just, kind of leaning more towards that funky music. That's why I like Outkast. I love Stank On You. I love Stank On It because that album is funky as hell. I love it. So that's what I'm more into. And with RZA, his style of production, he just wasn't gonna give you that. So, but them boys can rap now. Raekwon and Ghostface, Inspector Deck, all them guys could rap. The Jizzle, RZA, all them, they can rap, but I just, it's 36 Chambers is a classic album, but if I gotta choose between those two, it's gonna be Doggy Style. Wu-Tang fans, y'all don't. Hey, y'all, I love y'all Wu-Tang fans. Y'all, please don't Be mad at
Hey,
me.
I love them too, man, but I never even heard. What's the name of it? 36 Chamber?
36 Chamber. Yeah, that was their first one.
You
Yeah.
ever heard that? You ever listened to that album, Tony?
I ain't finna get in this boat with you, Quea.
Man, you done heard it, Quea. That's the cream on that one.
Okay, I probably heard that
Cream.
song, but I probably never. I know I never sat down and listened to the album. I was never a Wu-Tang fan like that. I like Method Man. And what's the other nigga name? Is Raekwon, but it's the cool nigga. What's his name?
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface Killer, yeah.
Yeah, with the gold bird on his wrist.
Yeah, with the fur, used to wear the fur jackets.
Yeah,
With the robes and stuff like that.
Yeah. See, I was a fan of them three guys, but I couldn't even name. I don't think I can name the rest of them niggas like that. Inspector Deck.
Inspector Deck was nice, man. He's probably the most underappreciated. Inspector Deck, I think.
Inspector Deck.
But that nigga did an album. That nigga tried to wear a Diddy suit one time. I don't think y'all remember that.
No.
Yeah, he tried to go Diddy on him one time.
Oh man, he put on the shiny suit, did it?
Go back, I'm telling you. Like, what is this nigga Wu-Tang? Oh man, I'm about to look that up, man. I remember that.
That's bad.
That nigga had an aluminum foil suit on one time.
He was trying to go to the moon, huh?
And they tried to do. Yeah, you know when Diddy them had the I ain't gonna say my man name went to school with her, but you know when when Diddy them used to wear them denim silver suits.
Oh yeah, the pants and the jacket. Yeah. Well, hey, everything's not for everybody. That's for sure. Well, man, hey, we about to wrap it up, man. Hey, like the preacher, man, we ain't gonna be before y'all long. So
wrap it up.
We about to wrap it on up, man.
Take your time.
I'm about to close. Turn up Corinthians. No. Y'all got y'all got a thing y'all want to say, man, before we dip like a chip.
Hey man, I think this was a good show, man.
Hey,
absolutely.
Likewise.
We progressing, man.
Likewise. That's what's up, man. It's gonna be the #1 podcast. It's gonna be the #1 podcast. I'm speaking it. I'm putting it out there. Anybody got a problem with it, they can come holler at me. It's gonna be #1 podcast.
Better and better.
Yep.
Better and better.
That's it.
Already. Taking an episode, man.
That's it.
You see the progression, man.
That's it.
Already.
Well, man, hey, everybody, y'all make sure to tune in next week. Get those comments in if you want to chime in on a debate topic. It's Tuesday. Whatever we talking about on Wednesday, it's gonna be that topic from the Tuesday. So y'all be sure to click on the link and read it. Because we don't like to read these days.
Check us out, man. Share with a friend too, man.
Right. Share it with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we're gonna do it like that. So we signing off, man. HipHop-Album-Debate, the podcast. We gone.
Hey, yeah.